Brought to you in part by Cash, your official sponsor of Anxious at Bedtime. If anybody else would like to become a paid sponsor, please become a paid sponsor.
Paying sponsor.
Oh, yeah. Paying sponsor. Please pay me. Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of Anxious at Bedtime. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Cash.
And I'm Monica.
I don't know what you were going to do there, but...
I was just going to say we're your hosts.
Oh, hell yeah. I got there first.
You did. Golly, it's been a long time, it feels like.
It has been a minute, and I don't remember anything.
Well, I don't know if that's good or not, but we're here.
Allegedly.
It's been a hectic time. Holy cow. Just trying to, refigure out new schedules, and then Cash got sick for a while, and we went to Vegas.
Oh, we did go to Vegas.
And we finally crossed off one of our bucket list items, and we went to Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum.
Oh, yeah, we went to the Zach Bannigan's Haunted Museums. And it was pretty okay.
There's some... We're going to do an episode on it, for sure, and fully dive into that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it was pretty fun. It was weird seeing everything. They had, the Dybbuk box there. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, it didn't talk to me, though.
Thank goodness.
No, I just wanted to make a friend.
Kevin is in the recording room. If you can hear him in the background, he's giving us his full 2 cents.
He's talking about how mad he was we were out of town and he didn't get to go to Vegas yet again.
Mm-hmm. Now he won't look at us.
Pouting.
Let me see. Gosh.
The mothership's closer. I don't know where we're at on the timeline.
Me either anymore.
Yeah, but they found some, I don't know, I want to call it a nacho cheese Dorito shaped UAP in the sky.
I saw that.
It had all those lights on the front side of it. Yeah.
Over near New Mexico, right when we were in Vegas, right?
Yeah. That was pretty wild. That was pretty cool.
What else? We didn't see anything weird on our way to Vegas this time.
Not a single thing.
But we didn't swing by Area 51 this time either.
That's true, but I also didn't see all those little black bugs that were all over the road.
Yeah.
We looked for them. We didn't see those.
Yeah.
So I think their mating season was over, or they spent too much time on the road and they're all gone.
We talked about it in the intro a few episodes back. I don't remember exactly which one, but Cash was on a work trip and he was driving in the middle of nowhere, Nevada, and came across a herd of little black bugs, like crickets almost, right?
There was hundreds of thousands of I think they were black crickets, black Jerusalem crickets or something like that we Googled. All I know is there was way too many for my liking, and now there is probably the right amount.
None.
There wasn't any. Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, I was hoping I'd be able to see them, but no, not a single bug. We did not have... Well, we might have had a haunted hotel room.
We could have had a haunted hotel room. I didn't sleep for shit, so...
That too. But also, our bathroom in our hotel room would randomly just start smelling like cigarette smoke, which I know isn't that weird for Vegas and casinos and all that, but it wasn't you could never smell it in our bedroom, in the hallway next to the bathroom. It was just the bathroom.
Literally just the bathroom.
Yeah. I meant to use ghost tube, but I completely forgot. So maybe next time. Let me check my notes and see what else there was. Oh, there was something weird that happened on our trip.
Was there?
Yeah. So remember, as we were driving down to Vegas, we were listening to the soundtrack from High School Musical 2. And it was, I think, Fabulous by Sharpay, Ashley Tisdale. And she was singing, she just sang the line, bring me my pink Prada tote.
Oh,
as we passed a billboard for a pink Prada purse.
Tote bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking weird. It was literally, she said it and we looked up and there's the fucking purse on a billboard.
Yeah, not 5 minutes later, nothing like that. It was literally, she said it, there's the billboard.
You looked up and it was visible.
It was so
it was
weird.
Not visible. She said it was visible.
Yeah, so...
Synchronicity weird.
I think it might have been a sign from the universe that I need to get a pink Prada tote.
You wouldn't go in the store when I told you.
I'm scared.
Yeah, I told you, hey, there's Prada. Let's go in there and get that. Well, I didn't say the pink Prada tote. Otherwise, you might have taken me up on it.
I might have. I don't know. I don't know if I could commit. That's a lot of money.
To be completely honest, I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, an hour or so later, because we drove, so it was a long car ride.
It was quite some hours.
But like an hour or so later, we passed what's it called? Like a road marker, a mile marker.
Yeah, mile marker.
That said NY, like New York, New York. And we just thought it was weird because we were staying at the New York, New York.
Yeah, it was awkward.
Yeah, awkward.
It was awkward. How did they know on the road?
Yeah, none of the other ones said NY.
It was literally the one. The rest just said NY.
Yeah. So.
Nye County.
Yeah.
Because that's how the Nevada mile markers work, is they have the two letters, like Clark County is CL. But yeah, it was fucking weird. It said NY.
Yeah. But I think that's all the weird stuff. I mean, everything outside of Zach Bacon's. Like I said, we'll talk about that fully in depth. But I want to do a whole episode because I didn't know there was like history to the house that the museum is in too.
Yeah, we learned that when we first got there.
Yeah, but
that's what you're gonna cover. Yeah. Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, I knew that. I learned that there. Duh.
I didn't know that until then.
Yeah, the only other thing I got was I found out some cool stuff. Now, this is not really, much to do with our podcast that much, but kind of, because it's apocalyptic.
Uh-oh.
Did you know that Switzerland's like completely ready for an apocalypse?
Yeah?
Yeah, they have been building underground like housing and tunnels that can sustain their entire population. Not just the wealthy, their entire population, the millions of people that live there. I don't know how many millions, it's like less than 10 million, but it can sustain all of their less than 10 million people in an apocalyptic world.
That's wild.
Isn't that fucking crazy? Like,
yeah, that's
they
cool
got free healthcare and free apocalypse care.
What? I was gonna say it's like that show we watched. I don't remember the name, but it was
Hunger Games.
No.
Oh.
Where they, like, spoiler alert, I guess, in case we do remember the name. But basically, it's just following like the president and all of his weird shit, and you don't find out. Yeah, you don't find out till like episode 3 that they're in this underground city, but it is only the wealthy, and everyone was like handpicked to go there. Yeah,
we watched that. It was on Hulu.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Paradise.
Yeah. Paradise. Yeah. Apparently everybody else knew that it was people in a bunker. I didn't, so that was a really fun twist.
Yeah, it was. I gave you the rundown, and I don't think you listened when I told you
probably
about
didn't.
It. And then I put it on, and you were like, "What? What's that now?"
Look, I pride myself in being pretty smart, but sometimes I understand I am the biggest airhead. I am my mother's daughter. Love you,
You're not
Mom.
wrong.
The airhead is there. I know that. But yeah, good show. 10 out of 10. Go watch it so they give us a season 2.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I liked it. There might be a season 2. We just don't know. We haven't looked back into it.
Yeah, we're not good TV people.
We do not follow up on TV. We'll see it like 8 years from now and be like, when the fuck did they make a season 2? And it's like 6 weeks before we even started watching season 1.
Yeah, I was going to say, the worst part is sometimes it shows that ended in like 2007 and we get through one season and we're like, all right, that was a good time. And then that's it. We're done. That's the rest of all we got.
But yeah, they're ready for an apocalypse. They'll take care of all their people. That's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Holy cow.
Well, we're getting closer to spooky season too, like the haunted Halloween season. You know,
we are so close.
Yeah, we're at the backswing of the summer, falling into fall.
The weather is finally starting to calm down. This week, where we live, the entire week is 70, 80 degrees. There's a tree outside of our house that has already turned yellow. I'm so excited. And then September 13th, okay, is, I believe, it might be the 12th, but that is when haunted houses in our area start opening up. That's in like 2 weeks, baby.
That's still quite a while.
It's not that long.
Yeah, I just don't know why, they're not open yet.
Well, it's been 2 weeks since we last did an episode, and you feel how fast that went by.
I mean, except for when we're talking, it seems like it's been forever since we recorded.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I get that. But yeah, we're so close. Like, I can smell the pumpkin spice. I can taste the butternut squash soup.
Yeah, and we just bought pumpkin spice stuff. That's why you taste it. Don't try to fool our fans. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just so excited. This is like, it feels like the night before, like when you were a kid and it's like the night before a field trip or Christmas Eve and you know what's coming tomorrow. You know what I mean?
I get that.
Yeah. Ugh.
But it drags on for like the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So you like it even more.
Yeah.
Every day.
Every day. I'm so ready. And there's like sweater vests and plaid in all of the stores and...
And what's wild is I never have before, but now I'm wearing shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that it's like 70 degrees, you're like, give me my short
I'm
shorts.
wearing. Don't fucking tell people I'm wearing short shorts. What the hell? I am wearing short shorts though. Yeah, these are a little short
Short
for me.
shorts, tall socks.
The higher the socks, the downer the fool. What are you trying to say? I say.
I'm just saying, you look real cute. You look like you could mow a mean lawn.
I can't. That's a misconception. I cannot do that. Yeah, I'm terrible. I had a zero turn, and the grass was cut for sure.
Just not by you.
No, I did it quite a few
Oh.
times. Not every time. I did pay people to do it, so I didn't have to.
Yeah.
But I did it quite a few times. There was no cool patterns. I can't even say it was even.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found out that thing could go like fucking 40 miles an hour. So best believe I had like half an acre of grass, and it was only like a 6-minute project.
Yeah. So, yeah, fun fact, we
3
are
minutes
not
was flipping it back over to the fucking right. Yeah.
we're not lawn people.
Oh no.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know when I'm gonna reach that age when you get to the point where you're like, oh, I got to take care of my grass. But I'm pretty cool with like having rocks if I
Yeah.
gotta maintain it.
I want a clover
Oh
field.
yeah, that'd be dope. Clovers
Yeah.
would be cool. I'd let those get overgrown as fuck. If those
I'd
turned
love
into
that.
trees, fuck yeah, dude.
And my sister Nova, you guys know her. She has this keen ability.
She was on a podcast once, I heard.
Yeah. She
I don't know
has
which
this
one, though.
wild ability of being able to just like look on the ground and be like, oh, there's a 4-leaf clover, and she picks it, and it really is a 4-leaf. We used to live in Grants Pass, Oregon for a while, and it was like our house was this lush field with clover all over. She found like 18 in like
Hold
20
on.
minutes.
No, it's even more intense than that. It was not an intense, lush field of clover. There was patches of
Yeah, patches
intense.
in our lush field.
And that's not where she was finding the four-leaf clovers.
No.
She was walking through the regular grass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where it wasn't the clover patches. It was just like a couple patches here and there, like of 10 groupings.
Yeah.
She's like, oh shit, there's one, and it's by itself, fucking
Yeah.
90 feet away from any other clover, mixed in with like 9-foot grass.
And sure
I'm
as
like, what are you
shit.
doing? And she
4-leaf.
goes over there, fucking trimming the grass, and she's like, here you go. Oh, and for some reason, light shined on it. It was weird. We still have that one.
Not that one.
Oh,
The one we have, she gave us as a wedding gift.
if she picked it at that fucking house we were at.
That would be wild. She held on to it for that long.
No, I meant the one we got for the wedding.
Oh.
She just went downstairs and she's like,
She probably did. Yeah, she's crazy good at it. But anyway, that's enough about my sister and her 4-leaf clovers. Let's get started.
all right now. I gotta stop doing that. Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. I don't even know what this episode's on.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to leave everybody hanging, but this is part 2 to our Mount St. Helens episode.
Mount St. Helens?
Yeah.
Didn't we do that in like 1949?
It feels like it. Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a hot minute. So basically, we gave everyone like a pretty deep history of Mount St. Helens and then dipped for like a month.
Well, you know, if you remember that, I don't. We're going to learn more.
Yeah. Quick recap. Basically, in 1980, Mount St. Helens erupted, and it was a hectic eruption. Completely changed the landscape, the mountain, the area surrounding the mountain.
So you're saying Mount St. Helens had a crash out?
Yeah. Yeah, she did.
Typical.
Typical.
Fucking mountains.
Imagine you're in the woods,
No. It happened before I hated it.
completely alone.
Yep. Been there. If my mom was alive, she'd tell you the story right now.
I know. I think we've talked about that on the pod before too. Cash got lost in the woods of Utah once.
Moving on.
The trees rustle above, and
They
you look
did.
and you look up and see glowing eyes. Then wings. Enormous wings. You think it oddly resembles a bat
Is it a Pegasus?
or a man or Bigfoot?
Man, bear, pig.
You're getting closer.
Ooh.
No, you're not hallucinating. You might have just met the Batsquatch.
Batsquatch?
Batsquatch, baby.
I thought that was a deodorant.
No, you didn't.
Oh, the beer.
The beer.
Oh, go get it.
Go.
Let's see how it tastes. Tastes like we're about to get into the story.
We are.
If this thing fucking popped up right in front of my face, I would not be very... I mean, the beer, I might be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But the fucking thing on the can,
The animal.
I wouldn't be very happy.
No, I'd be freaking scared. And let's get into why.
Okay.
So,
Tell me about it.
like I said, in 1980, Mount St. Helens erupts, right? Yeah. We discussed that in last week's episode, and it caused, like I said, massive destruction, completely changed the layout of the area. The lake that was at the base of the mountain was lifted like 200 feet. Trees were completely uprooted. The landscape was unrecognizable.
I mean, to some.
It is believed that all of that might have unleashed something from deep within the mountain.
A fucking bat bear squatch pig.
Yeah. Ish. Shortly after the eruption, sightings started. Most of the sightings have been lost to time and labeled as rumors. You know how small town gossip goes.
I do now.
But one that has stuck around involves a pilot.
Like the gas station?
No, that would be weird, huh?
Oh, yeah.
There is some confusion that surrounds who the pilot was. Like I said, a lot of information was kind of just passed by word of mouth. So names are hazy at best.
I bet nobody said it was Amelia Earhart, though.
You are not wrong, yeah.
All right.
In Portland States Magazine, he was listed as Butch Whitaker. But in other newspapers and forums, it almost seems as if Butch and this pilot that we're going to talk about had two separate experiences.
Yeah.
I'm not completely sure, but for today's sake, we are rolling with Portland State and saying that it's the same experience.
The exact same.
Yeah. So, the lore went like this. The sky over Washington still carried the ghost of the eruption. Ash drifted high above the forests, a pale haze that turned the afternoon sun into a dull orange color. And that's something you have to picture too, is like how scary the sky probably looked, and then you see this fucking giant Sasquatch thing.
Well, yeah, I've lived in the Pacific Northwest, so I get it, because, they're seasonal fires every year. Like, that's just how it looks.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that thing fucking right in front of my face, hell no, dude.
Yeah. And could you imagine on our way back from Vegas, you remember because we passed a fire and the sun was like orange, like blood orange because of the haze. So yeah, imagine that like flying across it. Caw-caw.
Yeah, I would think it was dinosaurs and shit.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, how the fuck did they get me back to prehistoric times with that eruption? What the fuck?
Yeah. But back to the story.
All right.
Butch Whitaker flew his small plane low, tracing the edge of the ruined mountain. His radio crackled and then went silent. The engine groaned, and he realized the world outside was silent and still. It probably shouldn't have been a surprise, given what the area had just gone through, but it felt off somehow, like something was wrong.
Was that fucking Batsquatch?
Yeah, that's when he saw it. At first, it looked like a shadow sliding across the clouds, but it was large, unlike anything that Butch had seen up there before. He squinted. His heart hammered in his chest. Then he saw the wings. Enormous, broad, leathery wings that stretched wider than his plane.
You just say there was a enormous leathery broad's wings?
No. But could you imagine the fear? I don't know. So one thing that I hate about like sea exploration and submarines and stuff is the videos you see of like a giant whale swimming past you and you're just this teeny tiny thing. Now, could you imagine being in the sky where you should be the biggest thing up there in a plane and something just completely makes you look like a freaking like mouse?
No.
That I would pee myself, I think.
I think I'd be more intrigued than anything. Like,
You
what
probably
the fuck
would.
was that? I'm a very inquisitive fella. You know that.
Yeah, you are.
I just like to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be scared. I think I'd just be more perturbed, a
Well,
little
I'd
bothered, but confused. Like,
I'd be scared enough for the both of us.
oh yeah, no, you do that when like.
No need to be mean.
I'm not. You're a little timid.
I am timid, yeah.
Scaredy cat.
Okay.
You smiled. You make sure you fucking put that on.
Note that down.
Yeah, you put that on there.
But whatever the creature was, it noticed Butch and it flew up next to him. Butch was terrified. What did it want? Would it harm him?
Did it talk to him?
No.
Oh.
But it didn't harm him and it didn't talk to him. Instead, it just kept pace with him. Like a road trip buddy.
It's like, hey, there's more than just me out here. What kind of cryptid are you?
Yeah, I don't recognize those wings.
And it's like,
yeah.
just trying to fucking fly. He's like, you're speaking a different language, but I'll hang.
It looked at Butch with its glowing red eyes and tilted its head, almost as if it was curious about Butch, as Butch was about it.
Yeah, I was like, what kind of fucking cryptid are you?
And Butch was like, what kind of fucking cryptid are you?
And it was trying to talk, but all he could hear was,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
The close proximity granted Butch a good look at the creature's blue-gray fur as it rippled in the wind.
Oh, it had blue-gray fur now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, great.
Butch couldn't move, he couldn't breathe, and just as he started to question if the monster put him into a trance that he couldn't break free from, the ape-like being let out a screech and vanished into the clouds, leaving Butch questioning his sanity. He never filed an official report. He barely talked about it at all for fear of being labeled crazy. That was until Brian Canfield came forward with his eerily similar encounter.
The same night?
No.
Uh-oh.
Now, this story, I do think we discussed in our Bigfoot episode. I think Nova brought it up.
Okay.
Yeah. It was late one evening in April 1994 when Brian Canfield was driving home. It was a quiet night, and he was on an empty road in Pierce County, Washington, somewhere between Mount Rainier and Mount St. Helens. He was cruising, probably listening to music, when suddenly his truck froze and died. It was working just fine before that, so he didn't know what the problem could be. He turned the key in the ignition several times, but it wouldn't turn over. Like I said, he was out in the middle of nowhere. He hadn't even seen another car for miles, so he really didn't want to walk all the way back to civilization to get help.
I don't blame him.
Yeah. He figured he could check the engine first, and hopefully it's a simple issue that he could fix and get going again. So he let out a sigh, unbuckled, and reached for his door handle.
I don't fucking... Get me the sound box!
But before he opened the door...
He shit himself.
No, well, maybe, shit.
Oh, no.
Something swooped down in front of his truck's headlights. He turned to look at what he expected was a large bird, only to see a huge creature land on his truck's hood.
Was it Jeepers Creepers?
That's kind of the vibe this
it's
is giving,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's part of why it scares me so much is because Jeepers Creepers fucked me up.
But he wasn't the size of the bus.
No, he wasn't that big.
No, he could fit through the door.
Yeah, but he was freaking scary.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. I'm sure if somebody just asked him if he wanted to join the fucking field trip or, like, if he wanted some, like, food, he would have been a pretty cool dude.
The food he wanted was the people, so I don't think so.
Yeah, because they didn't offer him any food, so he's like, I'm going to get it out of you.
We should do a movie review on that episode. Or on that movie.
Which one?
Jeepers Creepers.
Maybe number 2.
Well, we have to do number 1 first, then.
We'll go descending.
2, 1?
No, 3.
Oh, yeah, I forgot there's 3.
3, 2, 1.
Anyway, we're getting off like Taylor Swift and her...
Don't fucking call me out. That'd be 3-3.
Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 3. Anyway, so there's this Jeepers Creepers looking thing that just landed on his freaking hood, okay, the hood of his truck. He leaned forward a little bit to see the whole creature, and he craned his neck, because he had to, because that's how big this thing was.
Yeah, you would have to, because
Yeah.
that's how big that thing is.
Exactly.
All right.
There, mere inches in front of him, and separated only by a thin sheet of glass, right, his windshield, stood a 9-foot-tall creature. It had the face of a bat, with massive wings, but also a humanoid-shaped body that was covered in bluish fur. Its eyes were neither human nor bat, but they were 2 glowing red orbs with fangs in its mouth. In his own words, Brian said, "It was standing there staring at me, like it was resting, like it didn't know what to think. I was scared. It raised the hair on me. I didn't feel threatened. I just felt out of place. It's looking right at me in a deep stare, like right through me. It's standing perfectly still. It stood for how long? A few minutes? Several minutes. Then its fingers twitched, and its wings began to unfold. Those wings were as wide as the road. It turned its head and looked back at me and started flapping its wings. A few minutes later, the truck just started. I took off as fast as I could.
I would have been like, thank you, dude. You want a
Fuck,
sandwich?
no, sorry, I feel like I'm cursing so much this episode, but this story scares me. I would have,
Why? He started the truck.
I would have been like huddled up underneath the dash, trying not to fucking crap my pants.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have gone anywhere either.
No.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is your truck now, buddy.
He'd have got in and drove it with you.
Oh my gosh.
He'd be like, you got any smokes?
Double nickels out here, right?
They say double nickels. It's Oregon. Do you have a camel or not?
Oh, okay. A reporter named C.R. Roberts at the News Tribune, a Tacoma, Washington-based newspaper, ended up interviewing Brian, and it was in that article that Batsquatch got its name. And I believe that's where his quote was in that article that I just read. Yeah. The article spread quickly, of course. And more people came forward with their own experiences, like Butch. And like I said, Butch was scared to talk about it, but when he saw this article, he was like, okay, I can tell people now.
It's like, I'm not the only one, so,
Yeah.
It's not so bad.
And I can't imagine that relief, too, of like, oh, there's not something mentally, like I didn't hallucinate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure that was such a relief.
Oh, absolutely.
That article was how people were able to retroactively connect this creature to Mount St. Helens. Because at first they were like, there's just a creature here now. But they pieced together all the stories and they're like, okay, so it started after the eruption.
Yeah. Did it unearth something?
Yeah.
It awoke the sleeping Batsquatch.
It
was
sure
sleeping
did.
inside the volcano.
The volcano.
The volcano.
Which I think says a lot. I wish it was written down more. Because there had to have been so many stories for it to be traced back to Mount St. Helens. Because like I said, that experience was in 1994. So that was 14 years after the eruption.
Yeah, for it to be relevant enough to where they were like, let's actually put this in the paper.
Yeah.
Because Mount St. Helens isn't small enough of a town.
No.
Well, maybe it is.
Well, I don't even think it's a town, but the area around it.
Yeah. To run that in the paper.
Yeah.
For one guy's claim.
Exactly. So there had to have been so many stories and so many people that were like, oh yeah, I saw that weird thing too. For them to be like, okay, it's been happening for 14 years.
They're like, this just keeps fucking happening. Anybody know?
Yeah.
Did the thing ever come down to get interviewed?
I don't think it did.
Oh. Well, if you got a chance, Batsquatch, and you're listening to this, I certainly am okay with your beer. It's not bad. So I would love to interview you. That would be pretty cool. I'll even buy you some. We'll drink it together.
I support that. Interestingly enough, after the article, there was a boom of past sightings, like I talked about. But there weren't really any new sightings.
Yeah, he was like, fuck, I've been had.
Yeah, oh, maybe. It mostly just opened the door for people that had already experienced Batsquatch to come forward. And after that initial surge, Batsquatch kind of faded from the limelight.
Until it became drinkable.
Until 1998.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's only 4 years. Calm down.
Yeah, it's not that long, but still. I don't know. To me, that says a lot that there was like an article published. All these people came forward and were like, yep, saw the same thing. And then that was it.
Yeah, it's like serial killers. Once they're posted in the news, they kind of
something,
for
right?
a few years, yeah.
So it kind of makes me wonder if this is going to sound so crazy. Oh my gosh. But if he's like a shapeshifter, we've been watching a lot of Supernatural, I'm sorry. But if Batsquatch is like a shapeshifter and can disguise himself as human, and so he got word of like, oh, people did see me, whoopsies, and then he stopped, you know what I mean?
Started going back to human for a while.
Yeah.
But what's his purpose when he becomes Batsquatch? Maybe
know.
he'll tell me when we interview him.
Maybe he will.
Huh.
But yeah, okay. We're jumping forward. 1998. One night, a trucker, of course, that to this day has managed to remain anonymous, was driving a truck full of logs in northern Oregon when he hit a large animal.
Was it a moose?
No.
Oh.
When he got out of his big rig to assess the damage, he saw Batsquatch laying in the road.
Well, that's fucking rude.
Yeah. He didn't do it on purpose.
Oh, okay.
His experience was a little bit different, however. Instead of 9 feet tall, he believed the creature he hit was nearing 15 feet tall. It also
and he
had...
didn't see it before he fucking hit it? That's crazy.
I don't know. But it also had purple eyes instead of red, a purple nose, and very small wings.
Yeah, because he fucking knocked the life out of it.
Maybe. But so it kind of makes me wonder...
It was mid-shift.
Oh. Now I don't feel so silly for saying that.
He knocked the shift out of it.
He was in the middle of trying to turn human again or something.
Yeah.
Because he was like, oh no, I've been had.
Or he got hit, and that's what happens when they get destroyed that way.
Maybe.
Short-circuited.
Yeah. That's so like, poof. A little half wings, not all the way out. Yeah. His little fins. That's wild. But yeah, no, I like that idea way more. I was thinking maybe there's like different species, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You know how there's like cheetah and leopard, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
I knew what you meant.
Okay. But then, in 2009, there was a group of friends hiking their way up Mount Shasta. They heard a flapping sound, looked up, and every person in that group reported seeing a huge creature with a human body and bat-like wings.
So they know it's not Mothman because it ain't got a booty, huh?
Yeah, that's probably why.
Probably why, yeah.
But that's kind of what I was thinking is like, could this be a different variation of Mothman?
No, Mothmen only come with ass. They got gat.
But especially showing up around a disaster, maybe Mothman isn't trying to warn people. No, that doesn't make sense because he's there before. So maybe like the Mothman variation shows up early. The Batsquatch variation shows up after to like clean up the mess.
Oh, Mothman is like the caterpillar before the cocoon.
Oh.
Before the danger, and then the danger happens and it turns into Batsquatch.
Oh.
It's an evolutionary trait. The torture and the gloom from whatever happens turns that nice little Mothman, shaves its ass off.
Yeah.
Turns it into a Batsquatch. Huh. And it becomes a fucking alcoholic.
Because it does still have the same eyes and everything, too.
Just no ass.
Just no ass.
Yeah.
At least no reported ass.
Yeah, no ass at all. That's a disease I got.
No ass at all?
No ass at all.
Good gravy. Maybe, yeah. Huh.
There you guys go.
Yeah.
I solved it.
Figured it out. There you go.
What's the next cryptid to solve?
But back to these hikers, okay? They described Batsquatch as a stocky Hulk Hogan with leathery wings 50 feet from one end to the other and the face of a bat.
What the fuck did they think Hulk Hogan looked like if they said it was a stocky Hulk Hogan?
Right? That
Rest
was my
in peace,
thought.
My guy, but they thought, what do these fucking people look like that they think Hulk Hogan's like small and they're just a guy? What?
I don't know. Yeah, I was very confused by that. But so I imagine just like the body of a wrestler. Like he's just, you know.
Like he's just fucking stumpy or Hogan.
That was all of the sightings that I could find. So I don't think there's anything more recent.
Rogue found him.
I'm getting to that.
Oh.
It's not often that a local cryptid breaks out of the forest and into pop culture, but Batsquatch has managed to do it in some unexpected ways.
Ooh.
As Cash has been hinting to this entire episode.
There's been no hints.
Rogue Ales and Spirits, an Oregon-based brewery, released their first ever hazy IPA in 2019, and it was called Batsquatch.
Ooh. That's what you guys heard me open earlier.
Yeah. The can has a cartoonish Batsquatch front and center. Plus, it looks like, at least this can, there's 2 different variations I've seen, but the can that we have kind of looks like Mount St. Helens in the background.
It is Mount St. Helens in the background, actually.
Is it?
Yes.
Look at me.
It says, Batsquatch. Rumor has it that Batsquatch lives deep within the woods of Mount St. Helens.
Ooh.
This tale's details are hazy, making the truth such a juicy mystery.
Yeah, I actually have that in here. They chose to do the beer as a hazy IPA because while there are many tales of Batsquatch, this is a quote, by the way. While there are many tales of Batsquatch, They were all a bit hazy on the details, which makes the truth such a juicy mystery. So, what better way to honor the elusive legend than with a hazy IPA?
That's fair.
Yeah, and so that was their their breakout hazy IPA was Batsquatch.
And it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I like it. I like their Dead Guy Ale too.
yeah, you're a big fan.
Yeah, this is a really good hazy IPA. Yeah, I like it.
What does it taste like?
It's a very tropical, very citrusy, a little bit of a pine, a little bitter. Not very malty beer, but it really is. It's a very tropical beer. The hazies usually are, but it's tropical. You taste the citrus, and you taste like, I don't know, like a warm, like tropical evening kind of,
It's
with
like
citrus.
a good summer beer.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what a hazy IPA is. If you like them micro brews, boy, you're gonna like a hazy IPA.
The Batsquatch is just one of their cryptid IPAs. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they got a few.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that variety pack was that I was like, I don't need all those.
Yeah, there's Batsquatch, Colossal Clod, and Gumbaroo, which are all specifically Pacific Northwest cryptids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I kind of have the next few weeks planned already, episode-wise, but I think we need to squeeze in those one summer.
Yeah, I'm going to need some more few weeks before I drink those anyways. I don't drink that often, so
Okay.
I don't want to do those all back to back.
But I think we're going to need to cover those at some point. So, yeah.
Well, I'll look into which one is a little bit more of a fall beer, and we'll do
Okay.
that one next.
Yeah, we'll do that.
If not, we know Night of the Pumpkin's a great one.
Yeah.
By
Is that...
Elysian.
Oh.
Different company. This one's out of
Ooh.
Seattle.
Can't mix beers.
No, I can, but I don't. Don't mix them together. That sounds fucking
yeah.
disgusting.
Now, for some fun facts. Just because while researching this, I learned a few fun facts, and since Cash and I are Oregonians at heart, no matter where we live, and I know a lot of our fan base is Oregon-based, so here's some fun Oregon history. I've been dying to tell you this. The reason that Rogue Brewery is in Newport is because Jack Joyce, the founder of Rogue, he had already opened up one brew pub in Ashland, Ashland, Oregon. But he was scouting locations for a second one, and his search led him to Newport, but he got stuck in a snowstorm. If you're familiar with Oregon, you know that the coast doesn't really get snowstorms, so he was not expecting one. He was not prepared, and he got stuck. Lucky for him, he crossed paths with Mojave Naimi, whose nickname was Mo, and she was just this incredibly kind woman and helped him out. I think she might have offered him a place to stay, I'm not 100% sure, but she did feed him, and it was over a bowl of her signature clam chowder that she told him she would rent him the space for his new brew pub, but only on two conditions. The first was that he had to, quote, feed the fishermen, which meant basically take care of the community. The second was that he would forever keep a photo of Mo in a bathtub over the bar. Rogue to this day honors both of those conditions, and you can find that photo of Mo in all of Rogue's pubs. The Ashland location eventually had to close down because of flooding, which led Newport to officially become the home base, which it remains today.
It doesn't say any of that on the can.
Yeah, I found that on the website.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, so Mo, if you've been to the Oregon coast, there's Mo's
clam
seafood
chowder.
Yeah, seafood restaurant everywhere. Okay?
Mo's famous clam chowder, all the Mo's.
Yeah, it is an Oregon staple. I don't even eat seafood, fish, anything of any kind. But every time we go to the Oregon coast, I have to get a bowl of Mo's clam chowder. It's just...
Every time. I don't understand it, but she does.
Yeah. But it's just one of those things, if you're an Oregonian, you do it.
I'm an Oregonian at heart, as you put it earlier, and I've never done it. I still won't.
Yeah, you can't.
No,
You did try mine once.
I took a bite of the chowder part of
Yeah.
it, not the clam, because if
Not
I
the
would have gotten a
clam.
clam, that place would have had to shut down
I
for me
know.
vomiting everywhere.
But yeah, it's just one of those like iconic Oregon things.
It is, but it very well now explains when we walk past the Rogue restaurant in downtown Newport,
yeah.
when it's right there.
Right by Mo's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why there's a bathtub lady above the bar.
Yeah.
When I'm looking,
Yeah.
I've seen it. And when we went in there that one time to go have lunch, and I was like, "Fuck this, it's too busy."
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "Why is there a chick in a bathtub up there, dude?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I thought that was so cute because it's like two iconic parts of Newport and Oregon in general. And they help
They
each
work
other.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
that's
cool is
cool.
that? And it gives it, I don't know, just that like camaraderie that you get in parts of Oregon and but yeah, that's everything I've got. If you have seen Batsquatch or if your grandpappy has seen Batsquatch, um, even if you've like were there for the Mount St. Helens eruption, let us know. Tell us your stories. I would love to hear it. I did find out that my nana has a bottle of ashes from the eruption.
Are they one of the Batsquatch's ashes?
I don't think so.
Oh. Well, yeah, and if any of you guys know a Batsquatch that wants to be on this podcast and let me interview him, just let us know that too.
Oh,
Hook me up.
and I should throw in, this is not an ad for Rogue Brewery. We're just, like I said, the Oregon thing. We're fans. It's cool. I didn't know that it had connections to a cryptid. All of that.
Yeah, it's not an ad, but
No,
if you guys want to
but
pay
it could
me,
be.
I could drink a lot more of your stuff and promote you a lot better. Heard you got 2 more cryptid beers. Let's go.
If you or somebody you know has had a brush with the paranormal and you would like to have that story read on the podcast, please email it to
anxious@bedtimepodcast@gmail.com.
You can find us on social media. We have a
Threads, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and a Gmail. If you just want to email us some cool shit.
Yeah.
Or that Batsquatch's contact information.
Do it.
Or Rogue if you want to reach out to us. Holler at your boy. The world can be a scary place with big Batsquatch sons of guns out there just, jump starting cars and whatnot. But you don't know what they're there for. They're buried in the buses sometimes in planes, I heard. Allegedly.
And they don't have butts.
So we're probably fine, huh?
We're probably fine.
Good night.
Sleep tight.